President William Ruto has nominated 11 members to his cabinet in his government reorganization attempts. President Ruto opted to bring back 6 of his former cabinet secretaries, with 2 of them in different dockets as part of his first batch of 11 nominees, and promised to name another set of nominees. Stephen Letor reports.
President William Ruto emerged accompanied by his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi read the new list of cabinet nominees at State House. President Ruto, seeking to have his government back working, said he had engaged in wide consultations and affirmed that the nation has been in a crisis caused by the multiple and complex factors.
I have started the process of forming a new broad-based cabinet to assist in driving the urgently needed and irreversible transformation of our country. I nominate the following first batch of 11 individuals for consideration and approval by the National Assembly for appointment as Cabinet Secretaries and Attorney General.
President Ruto recalled Professor Kithure Kindiki and nominated the international law professor to take back his role as CS Interior. Kindiki bounces back to Harambee House after a week-long stay in the cold, necessitated by the dismissal of the cabinet by President Ruto. Although Kindiki has come under fire from the opposition and the civil society over the handling of the anti-government protest, his stint at the Interior Ministry was characterized by the fight against banditry in the north, as well as attempt to resolve a backlog in the processing of passports and other citizenship documents at the immigration docket. Aiden Duale, a close ally of President William Ruto, is also set to make it back to the defense docket. Duale, who declared a security emergency and called in the military to restore order when he previously served in the docket, has also been at the forefront in calling for stability amid escalated protests in the country.
While the events of the past 1 month have caused tremendous anxiety, concern and uncertainty, the crisis has presented us with a greater opportunity as a nation to craft a broad-based and inclusive citizen coalition for national transformation and progress, made up of all Kenyans from all walks of life.
Davis Chirchir, who served as Energy Cabinet Secretary up until the cabinet was dissolved, if he sails through parliamentary vetting, will now be in charge of the critical roads and infrastructure docket that was previously held by Kipchumba Murkomen. Equally, Roslinda Soipan Toya has also bounced back in the list of cabinet nominees and will retain her environment docket. Also from the old cabinet is Alice Wahome, who has been nominated to her lands docket, while Rebecca Miano has been nominated as the Attorney General nominee, becoming the first woman nominee in Kenya to hold the office and likely to take over from Justine Bidan Muturi. President Ruto, in his list of nominees, also brought in 5 newcomers to his cabinet. Deborah Mlongo Baraza, nominated as CS Health to replace Susan Ahumencha, while Julius Migos Ogamba replaces Ezekiel Machogu as Education Cabinet Secretary if approved by Parliament. Little-known Eric Murithi Muga has been proposed to take over the water, sanitation and irrigation docket previously held by Zachary Njeru, while Margaret Nyambura Ndungu, if approved by MPs, will take over from Eliud Owalo as CS Information, Communication and the Digital Economy. Andrew Mwiha Karanja replaces Mithika Linturi and will fly the agriculture and livestock development flag if MPs approve his nomination.
I am continuing to undertake consultations across the political divide on the balance of cabinet that I will appoint.
With President William Ruto having nominated 11 members of the cabinet, they will now be subjected to the National Assembly, where they will be facing the Committee on Appointments of the National Assembly that is chaired by Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula. Once the committee approves and subsequent approval by the National Assembly, the 11 will now be formally appointed by the President. Stephen Letor, Citizen TV, State House, Nairobi.